I think I basically set this up for myself where
Yeah.
I'm willing to leave in the next few years.
Yeah.
That I haven't really given a year on that.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, my whole thing is I know I will definitely leave if
Yeah.
I have a kid.
You wouldn't raise your children in Korea.
I would raise my children maybe up until like middle school,
Oh,
max.
okay.
And that is only, I mean, if the wife pushes for it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
But I don't want my kids to spend their full childhood in Korea because, in my opinion,
Yeah.
that is not a childhood.
It's terrifying how they're raised here.
It's not even that.
Yeah.
It's just the environment.
True.
I mean,
You've been a teacher, so you've seen it.
I've lived it. I've
yeah,
seen it.
you've seen it.
They're not kids. They're not. They're robots
No,
at some
they're
point.
not kids, yeah.
And I remember when I was their age, like
Oh my
I
God,
would
the fun times.
the fun times. Like, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm gonna come home, skip my homework because who cares? And
doing that.
I'm gonna play cricket in the street
Yeah.
with like this tennis ball that's been half chewed to pieces,
The fun times.
and we're gonna make like wickets out of
Yeah.
these old like lampposts. Like, come on, like that's awesome.
That's a childhood.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I literally have friends who have kids who are like 3 years old and they already have 3 academies they're going to.
Yeah, what the hell?
And
Why
I'm
are
just
you
like,
going to
that
an
is
academy?
a baby.
That's a child.
I know, and I'm just like, why? But she's like, because she has to go to an international school and she grows older. But I'm like, she's only 3. You don't know the trajectory of her life yet. But
This
the mom
is-
is like, she has to. It's not a choice. She has to go.
The reason why I would want my kid, like, this is assuming I have a Korean partner.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm open to dating anyone. Assuming I have a Korean partner, we
Yeah.
have a kid.
Yeah.
Then I would want them to also be in touch with their roots.
Of course.
Because I was, my opinion, taken away from Switzerland too soon.
Yeah.
I would have liked a little bit more of the roots there.
Yeah.
So I would want them to like have memories of Korea
Mm-hmm.
and know what it is to be a Korean.
Of course. Yeah.
And then move abroad and also know what it is to be a person who is international.
yeah. Yeah.
And has the flexibility to deal with people from all walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've met many Koreans. Koreans, to me, sometimes they're afraid to talk to me.
Yeah,
Sometimes they're
'cause they don't
afraid
know what to do.
interact with me.
Yeah.
They don't know how to react.
I don't know. Yeah. Some of them don't.
And it's just like, I don't want my kid to have that.
Yeah.
I can talk and meet with anyone.
Yeah. And not be like scared of it.
And I'm not afraid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I want that for my child.
Sometimes like being like too sheltered is not that good, especially
not
in this
great.
day and age when there's just so many different types of people living in Korea. But yeah, I do see some kids who like stare at me, but like they stare at me in like a scared way. And I'm just like living my best life. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, you sheltered your child a little too much then.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
really they really coddle the children
Oh, they
here, and
do.
it's bad.
Oh my god.
In my opinion, I'm sorry.
And
Like,
it's not even like I have friends, Korean friends who have children, and even I see it, but I can't say anything
No,
because
you
that's
can't.
not my child.
You can't.
Yes,
You're
you
not
can't.
allowed
First of
to.
all, because they will literally tell you it's none of your business, but also because it is none of your business. It's not my child.
I was about to say, like, is
Yeah.
it our business
It's,
now?
it's not.
Is it our business?
I'm not a
now? It's
mother.
not.
I have a cat. I don't have a child.
Listen,
so
if your child grows up like socially stunted, not my fault.
that's a you problem, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I have seen it too. And that's another thing for me too. I've always thought what would make me leave Korea, but that's another thing too. Like I can't
What
see
would
myself.
make you leave Korea?
For me, it would be like family wise, like marriage wise. I can't see myself getting married in Korea for some reason.
Honestly, I've always had this notion. Again, what if I have a Korean partner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've always had this thing of like, okay, cool, we're gonna do whatever you guys call a wedding here.
but that's
the factory, rinse, repeat.
It's
Whatever.
literally
It is.
factory. It's the most boring wedding I've ever been to. Oh my god! Thank God somebody shares the sentiment.
No, thank you. Like,
It's the most boring thing ever.
it's so weird to me.
Oh
It's
my!
so weird to me.
Everything is so meticulously planned that you can't have fun.
When I go there, I'm not going there for the ceremony. I'm gonna go there to say, "Hey, congratulations!"
And
anyway,
give you money. And-
I'm gonna get some food.
and give you the money, but that's it for an
I'm there
hour.
for the food.
Yeah,
I'm there for the food.
And I'm just like, that's not a wedding. Especially being from Kenya, where a wedding is supposed to be like you interacting with your guests, dancing, having fun, and then you come to Korea where you're just like looking at them getting married for an hour, and then you go home.
Yeah, no, that's
it.
not it. Hey,
Yeah, it's not well for me. It's not a wedding. But their traditional weddings are really fun. I don't know why more
I've
couples.
never attended. I've never had the honor.
Yeah, I've only watched, but it looks like more participation going on.
Yeah, no. I think a guy I know. He
Yeah.
had to be like one of the walkers, like one of the bearers. And
Yeah.
his friend made him do it.
Yeah.
So he was very like disgruntled. He was so upset that he had to do that.
But it was part of the wedding, though.
Yeah,
you
of
know?
course.
Yeah, but that's another thing, and also kids. I just no.
So like I was saying, like if you know,
Yeah.
Korean partner,
Yeah.
they could do your wedding, but
Yeah.
then I'ma do our wedding, like
The wedding.
the wedding, like the actual wedding. I don't, whatever it is you guys did, like fine.
You guys' wedding?
We could have
Yeah.
just honestly done some fireworks and some paperwork. Like that would have been better.
Literally.
It
Just
would
go
have
to the
probably been cheaper.
courthouse. Yes, because
It's so expensive here.
1 hour and it's so expensive.
Did you hear about the bride tag thing?
What's a bride tag?
Oh, this is good.
What is
this
that?
is juicy.
Okay.
All right, I heard about this recently because
Yeah.
one of my friends got married.
Yeah.
And she was actually
Bride
she was one of my co-anchors actually.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Very, very cool person. So we were talking about stuff and someone told me normally obviously there's lots of photos
Yeah.
and videos and pre-ops
Yeah.
that you use for the wedding stuff. Very,
Yeah.
very Korean. And so when you want to, a lot of women, they rent a dress
Right, that's true.
and they will also take photos in that dress.
Mm-hmm,
Dresses that you rent have been used. No, okay, obviously, and they've been
Yeah.
washed.
Yeah,
we
it's
hope.
rental. Oh, we do hope.
We hope
we
they've
do
been
hope.
washed.
Yeah,
But obviously, they have to change stock
of course.
and they have to buy new dresses.
Yeah, yeah.
New dresses means tags.
Uh-huh.
They're tags on the dresses.
Uh-huh.
Renting a dress is very expensive.
Of course.
It's double the price if it
It's a
has
new
a
dress?
tag. And so women will go, some women, not all the women, obviously.
Oh my
They will go out of their way
Yeah.
to find a tagged dress. And then they will pay that premium price.
Yeah.
So they have the honor of filming and photographing the occasion of them snipping off the tag. Dead ass. I am not joking.
What?
This is an actual thing.
Snipping the tag that you're still going to return that dress
You're
after.
still going to return the dress.
Because it's not your dress. Wow. The wedding industry, because it is an industry at this point. The wedding industry is so interesting in Korea.
It's going to die at some point. They don't have enough babies.